Hi, this is Rebecca Quave, and today I'd like for us to address the idea about what saying no or feeling ready to give up really means. And I wonder if you've been facing anything in your life where you just feel like that's it. I'm giving up on it. I'm saying no, that's it. Or things just feel impossible or like you're against a wall. And I've noticed a lot of that going on. It can really go on any time, but I've noticed that showing up with people. And the thing to remember is that even though that can happen anytime, and the things I'm about to say you may have heard a million times, but it may just be that when you've chosen to click this video is exactly the right time for you to hear it again. And here's what I mean about that saying no right at the brink of something amazing happening. A personal story I can share with you. When I was in the process of giving birth to my daughter, there was a point where I looked my midwife straight in the face and told her, no, 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 no. And my answer to every question she asked me was just no. She said, well, can I help you to the bed? No. Well, are you just going to stay here and have the baby in the bathroom? No. Well, what would you like to do? You're having a baby this morning. No, was my answer. And of course, if you're familiar with labor and delivery at all, you probably guessed by now that within a very short time from that period, I was holding my daughter. So a similar thing can happen in life, that right when we are at the brink of moving into something completely new for ourselves or birthing something completely new into the world, that's the moment that any and all of these past patterns or resistance can show up in the form of feeling that you're just ready to say no, feeling that you're just ready to give up on it completely. Now, if we misunderstand that, right, like if my midwife had not known what she was doing, she might have panicked. Like, why do I suddenly sincerely believe that it's actually an option to not have a baby that day when it's obviously going to happen? But of course, since she'd been through it many, many times, she actually knew, great, we're right on track, because this is an exact indication where things are about to move from here. So I'd like to invite you today to see that in yourself, that inclination to go, okay, you know what? No, that's it. It's over. Time to stop, for what it really is, that's actually that transition into you bringing something completely new into your life. You letting something unfold in you and out from your being that maybe you haven't ever experienced before. So let's go through a quick little process to start to give space for that in yourself. So let that come forward. Any place where you've just been feeling like, you know what, I think this isn't going to work. Whatever it is, in your life, in your process, in your journey, where do you feel that you've just gotten up against the wall enough, ready to say, no, not today, not ever, it's not happening. So just let that energy, instead of trying to make deals with yourself about it, saying, well, no, I am going to do it anyway, let yourself feel just that raw no. There you go. Experience that no completely. As you begin to notice that when you give that energy its own space, instead of fighting it, instead of thinking that it's wrong for you to feel that way, instead of thinking that you need to overpower it with, just muscling through or any of those things, notice how it starts to dissipate naturally on its own when you let that process start to unfold. And when you do that, when you really yield to what is there, when you yield to the fact that inside of you, in your very being, in the truth of what you really are, is already the capacity for you to naturally move through and into more than everything that you ever thought you needed to strive to be or to accomplish or attain or any of those things. So I invite you to continue to look at it and in this open way, in a loving, welcoming way, address what might have previously seemed like an obstacle, what might have previously seemed like a roadblock, recognizing that it's really just part of the process. And the more that you embrace that, the more you do move into that birth of something new. So until I see you again, I love you and enjoy yourself.